forgot you can't actually see how many people there is in arena and who is in arena on the server. I forgot about that. these games against WD are pretty fun and all, but I kinda wish there were some more high-rated teams queuing right now for like some more variety. That'd be nice. I mean, I'm not complaining. These games are fine. Just wish there were more high-rated team queuing and not actually just dodging and like not playing. I don't know. Maybe some of them are just unable to play right now. That could also be the case. Okay, I guess the WLD is done at this point because I just got a message from Madrid saying GG, those were some nice games. And I agree, they were nice games. Thanks for playing, thanks for, you know, not dodging. That's nice. I wish we could get some more queues, but I doubt that it's gonna happen. It's pretty late, and so I don't think we're gonna get any decent queues tonight. But I guess we'll see. Okay guys, I think we're done for the night. We won't be playing anymore because there's no queues. There's no one to play against, unfortunately. And Leekzy has to go because he has real life actually. I guess real life stuff, things to do. Yeah. I don't know what all that shit even means, but that's what I've been told. Some real life stuff. I don't know what the fuck that is. Play twos with Mir. Maybe actually. We could play, maybe, I don't know. I could ask him. I'm not really doing much anyway. How's your IRL these days? I don't know, man. I just said that I don't know what fucking real life means. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about it. It sucks. There's no such thing for me as real life. There's only life for me. There's no division. Outside Azeroth life, I mean. Yeah, but I don't know. It's pretty chill. Not much happening. Pretty uneventful. Haven't you heard? It's fucking quarantine. Corona shit, man. I'm sitting at home. Otherwise, dude, I would be like way out there. I'll be fucking clubbing and shit. Picking up bitches at Whole Foods or something. But yeah, I can't do that, so I'm forced to sit at home and play WoW. Unfortunately. Can you convince Mir to start streaming though? Too? I don't think I can. I think if he wanted to stream, he would be streaming. Alright guys, yeah, as I said, we're done. I asked Mir if he wanted to play some twos, but he said he can't because he has a team and he doesn't have a rogue to play on. Basically, like, long story short, he can't. So I don't know. Like, I'm probably not gonna play anything else because I don't even know if I'm allowed to play twos on this priest or what's the fucking deal. Because it wasn't me to get the access to this priest, but it was the boys, one of the boys to do it, either me or Leekzy. I don't know who exactly, you know, made the deal or whatever, or asked, or you know, or asked the guy. I don't know who was the person to do it. Definitely not me. So I don't know. Like maybe he doesn't want me to play twos at all. Maybe we're just playing threes. I have no idea. And besides that, I don't really have anyone to play with right now. So. Doesn't even matter. Hi Uzbek, do you know anything about the Blaze Fury X or Pavel? Yeah, Blaze Fury X is actually, I mean Blaze Fury, I'm not gonna call him that, I'm just gonna call him Blaze from now on, I guess. But yeah, he's actually working on the server. He's one of the people at Endless. I don't know what exactly he's doing. But yeah, he's one of the staff members basically here. And he doesn't want to play the server competitively himself because of that reason. Because he's like working on it all the time, and I guess he doesn't have the time, and it doesn't feel right for him to do for some reason, or something like that. Basically, he doesn't want to play it. But yeah, he's working in Team Endless with the rest of the guys. Pavel recently started playing again. I haven't heard from him in maybe a few months. We played a little bit on Wrath of the Lich King, we played on Sunworld, and we played on Virtus. And yeah, we only played on Virtus a little bit though. As far as I know, he started playing here as well, but I'm not sure if he still does play. Because then I think he switched on to playing on this side, and I don't know. Maybe he's still playing here, maybe he's playing TBC on some other server, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I doubt it. I mean, most likely he's either playing here or he doesn't play at all. That's what I would say, but I'm not sure. I would have to talk to him in this. Play twos, go. I just told you, man. I mean, I told you personally. But I just said I can't play twos because Mir is not available, Leekzy is not available. Then I'm pretty much out of options at this point. And I'm not sure if I can play twos on this priest. Play fives. Yeah, I would do that. JK, I've never fucking played fives since Warming. I fucking hated all that fives shit on Warming. It was so triggering. Like, so many people were playing fives because it was like good points, and everyone was, you know, everyone just had their mind on just getting their fucking best installed gear ASAP. It was kind of annoying, and so everyone was spamming fucking fives instead of playing threes. But here on Endless, I don't think you can even play fives at all. I think the bracket is completely fucking disabled, which is nice, if you ask me. And you get the amount of points you would get from fives from threes, so that's nice too. They should swap it for solo queue. Not so sure about that. I mean, on this server probably could work, but you gotta understand, solo queue on TBC fucking sucks. It's not as good as it is on Wrath, for instance. I don't know if there's solo queue on other expansions, like other private servers. Besides Wrath. How is Endless server? It's pretty good, I think. I'm not sure, I don't really play here. This was like the third time I've played on the server. So far, it looks pretty smooth to me. No bugs, nothing really. It looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Check Smolder sometime. Nah, fuck Smolder, man. No offense, but fuck Smolder. I don't like the server. I mean, I wish they were better, but as it is, it's just not good enough for me. By the way, your music is a bit loud. Okay, I'll turn it down. I think I might play some Priest Warlock soon, at some point, if I find a Warlock from my friend. Because he's been asking me to play with him. So first I need to find the Warlock for him, and then I think someone wants to hook me up with a Priest. Some Russian fellas. Another one, not this one. This priest has some good gear, but yeah, I'm not sure what's the deal with this priest. Is it only for me to play 3s on it? Can I play 2s on it? I really have no idea, and I don't even want to ask or find that out. I mean, I might eventually. Like next time we play, I might ask the guys, but yeah, basically, I'm not really all that eager to play 2v2 or play TBC at all, if I'm being honest. I'm playing it because, you know, because why not? I have some free time, and I enjoy playing with Mir and Leekzy because they're good players, and yeah, it's fun. But yeah, generally speaking, I don't really feel like playing TBC too much. Like I don't feel like, you know, playing here a lot, playing 2s, playing 3s, and this and that, playing multiple classes like I did back in the day. So I don't know. I may or may not play some 2s and stream it. We'll see, I guess. But for now, the plan is just to play this RMP. Might play RLP at some point too. I guess that's a possibility. That's about it. And as I mentioned, also I might play Priest Warlock with my friend. If if stars align. 5s used to be huge on retail, TBC, SK, AAA, etc. Even had team. Yeah, I heard it was, but I mean, come on, 5s is not a serious bracket. It could be a serious bracket, but I feel like it's just, 10 people in such a small place is just not a good idea, man. There's so much stuff, and the area is so small for the amount of action that goes on. I feel like in 5s. For it to be like really competitively good and interesting. It could be though, because there's more possibilities, more options, more choices to make, more complexity. So it could be fun. Like it could be played competitively, but in reality it's just fucking shit show. Honestly, I wish they would fucking disable 5s on retail like they did here on Endless. To me, it only makes sense. Like, I guess that's kind of killing the fun for some people, but I'm afraid the same shit is gonna happen that happened on Warmain, where even people that hate 5s will actually start playing it and even play it over 3s because they get more points. And it's the stupidest fucking thing. Like, it's just killing the fucking 3v3 activity and 2v2 activity for no particular reason. It's really, I mean, so few people I think enjoy playing 5s, and most of those people are just really not that good at the game. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that I hate 5s and I wish it was disabled in retail. Because it's just gonna take away from 2v2 and 3v3 action, unfortunately. But yeah, there's not much to do about that, because Blizzard is gonna do exactly what you think Blizzard is gonna do. Fuck everything up. But despite their best efforts of fucking everything up, I think TBC will come out pretty good anyway. Because, just people will make it fun. People will make it good. But the game itself is gonna be trash. I expect nothing else from Blizzard, honestly. Or should I say Activision Blizzard, you guys? I don't know, you decide. You know better. Activision Blizzard, Baby Rage. I can give you Shadow Priest to play? Nah, thanks, I don't need it. I mean, thanks for the offer, but I don't think I want to play Shadow Priest. I never wanted to. I always found Shadow Priest boring as fuck. I hope they fix spell batching they fucked up in Classic. Bro, don't even fucking get me started on that. I'm sure they will fuck up the game in every possible way. In every fucking way there is, they'll fuck up the game. Hopefully it'll still be fun because of the people playing and, you know, the general like excitement and hype and like the willingness to relieve those nostalgic feelings and, you know, I guess you know what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to say. Like, it's the people ultimately that's gonna make TBC on retail good, not Blizzard. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess, in short. Твой любимый класс все-таки Прист? Прист и Ферал, мне кажется, мне больше всего нравится. Рога мне тоже очень сильно нравится на БК. Ну, не то, что прям очень сильно, но Прист, Ферал и Рога, наверное, больше всех нравится. Да, в принципе, все классы, за которые я играю, нравятся, иначе я бы не играл. По-своему все хороши. И в свое время, ну, иногда там хочется на Войне поиграть, иногда на Энхе, иногда на каких-то других классах без бека. Но в целом, да, Прист и Ферал, наверное, самые такие интересные для меня. They won't disable it, they will probably have 400 MS spell batching and leeway and pillar hitting too. Yeah, man, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I think TBC was a very good expansion and well, yeah, I agree. I think in this day and age it's not as good, unfortunately, because the game is just not good objectively, like when it comes to end game, PvP, you know, arena, things like that. But back in the day it was the shit for sure. What do you think about Hunter PvP? Better MM or Serve? Playable? Definitely playable. As to what's better, MM or Serve, it depends. You can play both. Both are playable. Serve is good in some comps, like you can play Serve with a Priest or even a Druid or some other classes. And MM you can also play with a Priest or Druid. Mainly Priest and Druid, if we're talking 2s. In 3s, there's a few comps you can play. But yeah, Hunter's pretty good. Pretty good. What else? How Shadow Priest in TBC Arena? Not so good in my opinion. Like, they should be good on paper, and they're good against certain comps. Like if you're playing Shadow Priest Rogue, there's a bunch of comps that you just counter, and they can't really do much. But I feel like Shadow Priest just gets punished too much by the RNG, sometimes to the point where you can't really do anything about it. You can't avoid losing because of bad RNG. That happens a lot to Shadow Priest, I think. I think Shadow Priest is pretty good in 3s. There's 2 very good comps. Shatter Play, which is Shadow Priest First Mage, and Rest the Shaman and Shadow Play. Rest Shaman, Shadow Play, Affliction Warlock. So those 2 are sick comps, and possibly even rank 1 viable comps. Also, I think Shadow Priest Mage is very good in Season 4, if the Mage has Sunwell PvE. What's your opinion about Warrior PvP? Is too good Arms or Fury? Fury is unplayable in PvP. It's only Arms, and there's a few variations of the spec that you can have. You can go like 41 20 41 17 3, 35 25. No wait, 35 23 3, and a few more. I'm not gonna go into detail. Imagine bashing TBC expansion and the server in particular you're playing at the moment. Kick. I'm not really bashing anything, man. Just I'm just speaking my mind here, you know. Приятик. Account sharing, man. Shouldn't that be a permaban? Yeah, man, you can fucking go ahead and report me. I don't know if it should or shouldn't be, but it's not on this server, and fucking thanks fuck for that. How stupid is that banning for account sharing? Hey bro, which 3 comps are most viable for Retri Paladin? I think realistically there's only one good comp for Retri Pala, which is Retri Warrior Rest Shaman. Which comp is the worst nightmare of Hunter Druid? Probably Shadow Priest Rogue. What's your favorite or main class in WoW? I don't think I have a main class, but I guess I could say my favorites are Disc, Priest and Pharaoh. But to be honest, I enjoy all of the classes I play. I like Rogue a lot, I like Warrior, I like Enhancement Shaman, and Mage a little bit. You know, every class I play I like and I enjoy playing. Some classes, like Enhancement Shaman, I can only play for so long because it gets boring after a while, especially if you don't get good RNG. But every now and then it's super fucking fun to play Enhancement Shaman, or Warrior, or any other class I play. Oh yeah, also Warlock Rogue is a pretty hard counter, I think, to Hunter Druid. Okay, now let's read that Twitch chat. 400 MS on interrupts is so much fun. Oh yeah, man, that's gonna fucking suck, man. I hope they get rid of that. At least get rid of spell bashing and like spell delay. It's the stupidest fucking shit, man. I hope they realize that. But of course they don't. I mean, how am I kidding? Most of the good teams from private servers will just be way ahead of every other team anyway. For a while, at least for a while, yeah, I would say so. But I think the good players from current game, like from live, from retail, whatever you want to call it, are eventually gonna catch up. Especially if they play with some of those good private service players, and they can learn from them quickly. Some insights, some fine details about like strategies and like, you know, those kind of things. And not just that, I think the good players are gonna get good at TBC anyway, quite quickly. But it's gonna take some time for sure. And let's put a arena queue master in Dorotar, as you can see. You're delusional if you think good retail players won't catch up really quick. TBC is not hard at all. Yeah, I agree, TBC is not hard, but TBC is like the simple expansion, right? Yeah, if we're talking expansions, vanilla or classic is not an expansion, it's an original game. But yeah, TBC is definitely the easiest, or not the easiest, but the simplest expansion. So I feel like really good players like Meh or like Oaz or whatever, whoever else are good players on retail right now, they're gonna catch up pretty quickly and get good at the game if they, you know, decide to play it and invest their time and stuff. I think they're gonna get good at the game fairly quickly, especially, as I said, if they play with some fucking TBC veterans, because that'll even further accelerate their like progress, and they will just become super fucking good in no time, basically. 1 month max if you just play enough and aren't retarded. For a good player, yeah, something like that I would say. Maybe a bit more. The meta game of TBC is like a completely different game to retail. That's true, but I don't think it matters because, you know, that's the thing about good players. They adjust quickly, and their brains work properly. Some of those people, I think their brains are just fucking wired for gaming, and they understand how shit works in games really quickly. So TBC is not gonna be a problem for them. And it won't take them long to become really good at it. No matter how much the meta has changed in TBC, since like original TBC on retail and shit like that, none of that is gonna be important if we're talking about really good players, I don't think. How can he even be good in Classic? No, I mean, obviously he can't be, but yeah, I see what you mean. I'm switching over from Wrath of the Lich King. I play Rest of Shaman at around 2500 on War Main right now. I want to get into TBC. How viable is Rest of Shaman in 2s and 3s? I would say it's slightly worse, maybe not slightly, maybe actually quite a bit worse than Disc and Rest of Druid. But it's viable and it's playable. You can play like mainly Rest of Shaman Ret in 2s. That is probably the strongest comp for a Rest of Shaman. And in 3s there's a few comps. There's actually some variety for you in 3s. You can play Shadow Play, you can play Shadow Play, you can play some melee cleave with Warrior and Ret. I don't know, some shit. What do you mean stupid for banning account sharing? You're literally boosting the guy's account you're playing on. I'm not boosting shit, man. He's not... whatever, man. I'm not gonna fucking talk to you. Sorry. If that's what you think, okay, let's just agree to disagree. You might be fucking over people on ladder that are playing legit. Yeah, whatever, dude. If that's how you think, so be it. I'm not gonna try and change your mind or even explain you know, give you a good summary of what I think about all this, because you're not quite being nice here, so let's just agree to disagree. Thanks, yeah, no problem. Because you can't, yeah, man. Okay, okay. See ya, bro. What else? And there's a lot of shit to catch up in the chat. Being good in Classic. Man, I'm pro 1 Pyroblast, kill, then kite 10 minutes, waiting for another palm cooldown. I don't know, man, I don't want to talk about Classic. I don't know much about it to begin with, and yeah, I just don't think it's... I don't think Classic can be considered like a serious game, basically. Classic is just too fucking chaotic and random and unbalanced, and you know. TBC also is, but to a lesser extent in my opinion. You're just mad you can't sell boost and make money while running the ladder for everyone else? While ruining the ladder for everyone else? Are you talking to me? Non-resilience PvP is a joke? Kinda. I've talked to the dude, he said 2k himself, so no boost involved. I don't know anyone is talking to. If you're talking to me, then man, I don't know. You can blame whatever on me. Like you can say I'm boosting. You can say I'm like this and that, and I'm ruining the ladder. You can say whatever the fuck you want. That's your opinion. You know, you're entitled to have it. Red Hunter Healer worked every season except in TBC. Why? Probably because Reds they just don't have good synergy on TBC, I think. Neither Hunters or Reds have a reliable slow even or MS. I mean Hunters kinda do, but they have to go in melee kinda to do slow. They just don't have good synergy somehow. Hunter's MS is kinda shitty, and so is the slow, and Hunters are, I don't know man, they just don't go together somehow. Like your style bro, huh? Greetings from Germany. Yeah, thanks man. Greetings to you too. Which weapon is the best in TBC? What do you mean? Which weapon? Which weapon are we talking about? Melee weapon? A caster weapon? A rogue weapon? You know, gotta be a little more specific. CD and Snuts, Wennyq dominated the classic duo league, even though they never played vanilla before. It'll be the same in TBC. Probably. Except I don't necessarily think that like the good retail players are gonna dominate the ladder on retail. I think you can't really discard all the people that have been playing TBC for ages. I'm not talking about, you know, just any people who have been playing TBC for a really long time. I'm talking about like the actual good players, like Blaze, for instance, or like Mir. I don't know, a bunch of other players that are actually really good at the game and have been mostly playing private servers. I think a lot of retail players will just stop very quickly. Yeah, that's also possible. Especially because season 1 just fucking sucks balls super hard. Yeah, everything. Well, everything. I mean, you just opened the latest raid, right? Sunwell Plateau. So this is like probably the best to handle, along with Season 4 Mace for Warriors. This is the best caster weapon, this is the best healing staff. Season 4 and this are the best healing weapons. This and Warglaive for Rogues is the best main hand weapon. You get the point, right? What is the best comp in 2s? Yeah, probably Rogue Druid, I agree. But not necessarily. I think it depends a lot on the environment. Like, depends on the server, basically. On some servers, some other comps were probably stronger than Rogue Druid, I think, overall. But yeah, Rogue Druid is definitely up there. Definitely one of the strongest, if not the strongest. Most of the time it'll be the strongest comp in TBC, if we're talking 2s. And in 3s, I'm not sure. There's a few that can be really good. RMP is definitely one of them. RMD is also really good. Some double healer shit can be really good. Like double healer with Warlock is very strong. Is there any uncommon setup that works surprisingly well in TBC like Retro, Hunt, 3DPS and Kata? I don't think so. I remember seeing Shadow, Priest, Mage, Rogue in retail TBC. Haven't seen on private servers though. Nah, they're around. They're around, but they're not as good. The comp is not really that good. What the fuck are these guys doing online? I think they're still like... We called it a... Like, we called the session like almost an hour ago and they're still on. Okay, see what they're doing. Private server pros will be the best obviously, but I think rank 1 retail players that commit won't take long to catch up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I basically agree with you. I was saying pretty much exactly that when we were discussing it just a while ago. They were baiting you to get off so they could queue twos. I don't think so. They're not playing twos together. Богдан уже англичанина примкнул. Какой рейтинг? Да ну не сказать, что примкнул. Рейтинг вот. Best for Boomkin 2s is first mage. No, probably rogue. But yeah, first mage should also be pretty good. Maybe even warlock. Thinking of rolling either mage or priest for TBC when it hits are both fun and viable throughout the entirety of TBC. Yeah, definitely. Both are fun and viable. Not just viable, they're two of the most strongest, I guess, classes. Not like, I'm not trying to say that they're among the strongest classes in the game, is what I'm trying to say. They're like both tier 1. You think DPM can go rank 1 season 1? Yeah, sure. If talents are 2.4.3, like they are here, like they didn't change any talents or any spells, you know, the way they work. You know what I'm talking about? Like the patch is still 2.4.3. It's not like 2.2.01 or some shit, as it was on retail in season 1. So if the patch is this one, then Priest Mage can definitely go rank 1. Like, if you remember, I don't know if you played on Warmain, but me and Avisura were rank 1 on Warmain as this Priest Mage in season 1. We had like 2450 and we were basically just destroying everyone. There's a lot of details to learn. The more you know about other classes and their timings, etc., the better you'll be able to play your own class. Sure, of course. I guess we need to wait for World Classic for OPP. I kinda agree, yeah. I think TBC will be a fucking joke. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but most likely TBC on retail will be just really like a bigger private server, essentially, with not too many really good players left when the game is actually decent, aka Season 3 and Season 4. I don't think all the good players are gonna stick around until then, unfortunately, because, well, that's how it is, I guess. And yeah, I think, I don't know, man. I don't really have like big hopes for TBC because I know they'll fuck it up in so many ways. Shadow Priest viable in 3s, yes, very much so. Shadow Priest has 2 really strong comps in 3s, which are Shadow Play and Shadow Play. So like, first mage Shadow Priest, rest Shaman, and rest Shaman Shadow Priest, Affliction Warlock. what you do against rank 1, what you do against Rest Druid lock as DPM. Actually, I think in season 1 you can beat that shit because, you know, one really good setup can be enough to one-shot something like a Druid, for example, or Pet, and then you can take it from there. Well, I mean, if you kill the Pet, you can take it from there. If you kill the Druid, obviously the game's over most of the time. I feel like it gets really close to impossible to beat that. Not just that, but really any good Warlock healer comp as Disc Priest Mage. It just really gets impossible in later seasons. In season 1 you can still, you know, steal a win every now and then. Like we were winning most Luck Druids and I believe every single Priest Warlock back on Warmane when we were playing Disc Priest Mage. But there weren't too many good Priest Warlocks. Actually none, as far as I remember. Not in season 1, however. You think Meteoro can be viable in Tucson? Which mob is make you annoying in TBC? I don't know what you're talking about. Привет, для классик ТБС в основном арены посоветуешь Вара или Рога? На Варе играл 2400 в отлуке, Рога Альту. Не знаю, оба нормально. Кем хочется, тем играть. Я бы так посоветовал. The server is not pay to win right now. It's not. You can't buy any gear through donating. Yeah, I mean, you can buy mounts and shit. You can buy cosmetics, which is nice. I don't mind this system at all, where you can donate for cosmetics, because it's a good way to support the server and keep it running, basically, you know. And at the same time, it doesn't really interfere with the actual gameplay, which is a win-win, or at least as close as it gets in a while, probably, to that, to a win-win situation. Ретрик может первый ранг взять? По идее, да. Может и в двойке. Ну, скорее в двойке, в тройке сложно будет очень. Если хотя бы кто-то играет какие-то RMP, да. No one who didn't play TBC private servers are gonna get rank 1 in the first season, that's for sure. I wouldn't be so sure. I really wouldn't be so sure. Hydra will come back as well, probably, yeah. Who is stronger in TBC, Ret or Enhancement in 2s and 3s? I don't know, that's kind of a tricky question. Both can be viable, really. And I would say they're about same as strong. Maybe even Enhancement Shaman might be a bit weaker in... not necessarily. I don't know. Yeah, I would say they're same as good or same as bad, if you want to put it like that. Arena will be scuffed with spell delay and batching, and PvE will be mega undertuned, so where's the attractive feature that would make you want to play that shit over Endless, unless you want to raid lock and play with spell delay? Yeah, but it's not the actual game that's gonna make you want to play there. It's the, you know, it's the people. But yeah, I agree. I think TBC on retail, like the game itself, like the game in a fucking vacuum, as they say, you know, separated from the players, just the game is gonna fucking suck ass. That's what I think. Will Pays get rank 1? maybe on the US, I don't know. I don't think there's like too many good players in the US. I mean TBC players, you know, if all those people from the retail will come and play, sure. Those are good. There are some good players on NA, for sure. I don't know though. I guess we'll have to wait and see. He might. I don't know. You never know. What about Dream State / Balance Druids? How good are they in PvP? I heard they're crazy OP, is that true? Kinda, yeah. Dream State Druids are really strong, especially in Season 3 and Season 4. That's when they really become fucking imbalanced almost. Season 4 best season in TBC? In my opinion, yes. Season 4 and Season 3, both are good. Both are good in their own way. People know how to min-max on Endless, but they can't queue shit because they aren't good enough or don't put in the time, and that's a nice thing to have, I think. Yeah, I agree. In this day and age, you know, having TBC, I mean, having PvE content as easy as it is, like Blizz-like, is just not a good idea in my opinion. That's like, who wants that? Who needs that? There's zero challenge for any like non-brain dead, basically experienced players when it comes to PvE. Blizzard just want to cater to the masses, which is why it will be a shit game. I agree. For people who played private servers for all these years, yeah, I agree. I think that's what's gonna happen. Will scatter DR trap like classic? Scatter DR trap? No, I don't think it will. Does it on classic actually? It shouldn't on TBC, it never did. How long does it take silencing shot to land? 0.5 at max range? Something like that, I think, yeah. Привет, Боди, играю на сервере месяц, но мне кажется, я выбрал какой-то слабый класс, что скажешь про него? Ну ты хоть класс-то скажи мне. Ретропал? Ну да, ретропал. Ну не сказать, что слабый, но просто на него надо хорошо именно играть, чтобы он стал как бы рабочим, скажем так. В целом, да, ну не самый сильный класс, конечно. Надо именно прям очень хорошо играть, и тогда можно какой-то хороший рейтинг взять, а иначе не получится. Ну не только как бы тебе надо хорошо играть, но также твоим тиммейтам или тиммейту в двойке, например. Надо, чтобы оба играли очень хорошо, потому что, ну, по-другому не работает это. What's wrong with Season 2? In my opinion, in Season 2 there isn't enough resilience still, and a lot of classes have to gem something they shouldn't really be jamming. Like Warlocks still have to gem spell hit instead of resilience. Oh wait, not spell hit, that is spell penetration, I mean. And yeah, some melee classes have to gem hit. You know, it's shit like that. And like overall, the HP pools are lower, resilience is lower. It's just, it's more random than Season 3 and Season 4. More random and like chaotic. Which I think is not a good thing. Warrior can just gem strength / crit and crit, right? Season 1, Season 4. Yeah, warriors can fucking gem anything, man. Strength, crit, strength, you know, crit, full strength. It doesn't matter, I think. I think the impact on like the actual outcome of gemming is isn't sufficient. Do you think Alliance is better for Warrior Druid in 2s, or is it the gnome ratio? Or is the gnome ratio not that game changing? I'm not sure actually. I think overall, yeah, Alliance probably is better. Because with gnome you kind of have better chances of killing like something like rogue mage, for instance, or priest mage even, which counter you super hard. And it helps to have gnome ratio against like fucking hunter druid, which is tough. Most druid comps really. So I would say yeah, alliance warrior druid is probably stronger, especially on endless, because here your gnome ratio cannot resist. You know, on other servers, and I'm also sure that it'll be a thing on like classic TBC or TBC retail, whatever, is your fucking gnome ratio will be useless like 40% of the time. It will just resist. Like you're gonna try to remove entangling roots or like crippling poison or something like that, and it will resist. It's the stupidest shit. Here on endless, it's like it's fixed. But yeah. Do you get any expertise for PvP and TBC? No, you don't need any. Does Mir think human or UD rogue is strongest in 3v3? And same question for 2v2. I don't know what Mir thinks, man. I can't read his mind. So you should ask him that. If he were around now, I would ask him, but he's not. What do you mean by them changing it to please the masses? Like, do you mean by making it Blizz-like and thus too easy? Yeah, pretty much. It wasn't me, by the way, to say it. I was reading it off of Twitch chat. Someone said. But yeah, I think it's that. You know, a lot of people will be whining about how they should implement spell delay because this, yeah, and they'll give you a ton of reasons, and they will basically listen to those people because they will be the majority. So they will do whatever the majority wants them to do, which makes sense. They're running a business, right? So as a result of that, the game is gonna suck because the majority always is clueless. Расскажи, как играют ферау в ТБК, самые играбельные сетапы. Ну, я не знаю, как тебе рассказать, как играют ферау. Играют, как обычно. Самые играбельные сетапы в двойке ферау рок. В тройке почти нет сетапов хороших. Мне кажется, вообще ни одного нормального. Ну, прям реально сильного сетапа нету. Самый лучший, наверное, ферау рок с пристом. Ну, в двойке так с хилами еще можно подыграть. Ну, так чисто по фану. Там не очень они сильные. С ДЦ пристом, там, с рестшамом. В 4-м сезоне, может, даже с друидом можно поиграть. Или там с паладином каким-то даже. Если хорошо играете, можно пофанить. Но в целом, типа, слабые достаточно сетапы с хилом у ферау. Не хватает им чего-то. Mir has said Rogue Druid is really only OP as UD/Tauren. As UD Tauren. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely stronger. On Horde, way stronger than on Alliance. But it's still pretty OP on Alliance, I would say. Hey Bogdan, Alliance, SP, Mage, in Horde, in 2s, what do you prefer and why? Alliance, SP, Mage, or Horde in 2s? I prefer Alliance for sure. I think the comp is way stronger in Alliance because you have your dwarf. Your dwarf cooldowns, defensive options, which you don't have on Horde, and mage pills for you are like really not that good. So a lot of times you kind of need to survive by yourself. Like you're playing priest mage, right? And you face something like rogue druid. They can just down the priest. They can do it on Alliance too, but it's gonna be harder. You face fucking Warlock Rogue, they will just kill the priest. You face Rogue Mage, they'll kill the priest. Basically any double DPS comp with a Rogue can just focus the priest and win most of the time. Even Priest Rogue can kill the priest. Like Priest is very vulnerable to rogues when playing with Mage. Not just rogues, but like yeah, a bunch of stuff. And being Dwarf helps a lot. Whereas Undead is really only good against comps that you can basically, like, how should I put it? You know, the benefit of playing Undead is only sufficient enough against comps that you kind of beat as Alliance anyway, so why be Horde? Does that make sense? It'll be slightly harder, but you can still beat those comps. Like, you'll get some benefit from playing against like priest comps, for instance, but you kind of beat any priest comp anyway as priest mage on Alliance, I mean, except priest warlock. And then being Horde will probably not save you, will not make you win that priest warlock. You know, the Will of the Forsaken is just not that huge. You're probably gonna lose anyway because it's a tough matchup. Same applies for Log Druid. What makes you come back to TBC? What do you like more in TBC arenas than other expansions? I don't know. TBC just kind of feels like home to me. I know everyone. I play the game well, so I can stream it for you guys. I have a lot of people to play with. Well, I mean, in theory I do, at least. Because in reality, there's only so few people that at this point I kind of want to play with. There's really few people I would play with at this point on TBC. But if I wanted to, I could probably find a lot of people to play with. So yeah, basically, to put it shortly, it just feels like home to me, I guess. I know everything here, I know everyone here, that kind of stuff. Oh wait, is the music gone? I'm just gonna loop it. I only just noticed now that the music's gone, sorry. Want to buy a Biz Mage? My price between €0 and $0. Yeah, that's nice. That's some good offer you're throwing out there. I would be interested for sure if I had a mage, but I don't, so unlucky. Season 1 Alliance Rig Druid stronger because you meet Alliance Rig Mage and comps like that non-stop. It's probably true. There is some truth to that. By the way, I saw Exist on Smolder today. Oh yeah, that's the Russian mage, right? Haven't seen him in ages. Здорово, кстати, хуйки, я что-то это пропустил там немного сообщения. Здорово. DP Red Playable on TBC. Ну, бля, я не знаю, это троллишь, по-моему. По-моему, ты подтраливаешь немного тут, чё. Так а я, блядь, ну типа, ты не хуже меня это знаешь. Ты меня спрашиваешь. Мы с тобой играли этот сетап. И это. Сам все знаешь. Выеби этого мудака в тройке. Ну, для того, чтобы его выебать, надо сначала, чтобы он зарегался. И мы-то как бы, ну, только за. Но это же не от нас зависит. Мы постоянно регаемся, а ему ничего, ну, ему типа не составит труда. К тому же я и стримлю. Хотя он и без стрима знает, когда кто регается. Ну, типа, я даже стримлю, да, то, что, ну, то есть ему вообще типа супер изи увидеть, когда мы регаемся и зарегаться на нас. Но это уже не происходит. Мы уже второй вечер сегодня играем, и они не регаются. Ну, типа, у нас рейтинг был низкий, еще можно понять, в принципе, наверное. Ну, сейчас уже рейтинг более-менее, скоро бы уже можно начать регаться, посмотрим. Мне кажется, они будут нас уворачивать от нас будут, блядь, насколько это возможно. Ну, посмотрим, типа, рано или поздно им все равно придется. 62-3. Yeah, the only two losses are legit though. The third loss is kind of fucking troll. It was the most fucking random lose I've had in a really long time. We lost to a mirror, and that game didn't make any fucking sense to me. And we were not ready, and we weren't even like playing or anything, you know. It took us by surprise, like, that we lost. It was the most random game. And then we won like 5 or 6 times in a row against them. Since that lose. For some reason I keep saying loss instead of lose. The troll Mortal Strike effect spell for priest seems really strong. Is that true? Apparently, yeah, it's pretty strong for like priest warlock comp. If I were playing priest mage, I would still, like, if I were playing priest mage on horde, I would still pick undead every time. Good night, bro. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, good night, man. Stay safe. Imagine waiting 2 years for season 3. I'm gonna be dead by then. Yeah, that sucks. Bogdan, check disc, sure. Okay, the priest, the owner of the character has to log in. He wants to play some too, so I don't want to be in the way of that, you know. So I'll just log off and log some other character probably. If I have one, do I? I don't think I do, but I'll figure it out. I think I have an account. And I have a bean counter at level 10. So I'll just log bean counter in a cool location. Oh man, that's gonna raise some fucking questions. But it's fine. It's fine. Hacker man, by the way. Yeah, I totally hacked the system and got here. Выебал этого мудака в тройку 3 ретриками. Серьезно, что ли? Who did you lose those two against? WLD tonight? It was Andrix, Agarwin, and Klimp. We played a series of games against them and lost like 2. I don't know how many we won. But yeah, we actually gained quite a bit of rating. And the games were fun, I actually enjoyed it. I seriously wish there were more people. More like decent players, whatever, good players, high rated teams queuing. Because it's nice to queue against someone good and high rated, But if it's only one team, it kind of still sucks. I wish there were at least like 5 teams, 6, 10, fucking 20, 100 teams. That would be so sick. I watched them play Warlock in 2s. Pretty sick comp. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I actually played it myself back in the day. I played it before they even started playing their classes, probably. How much reserve you have? Around 300. I'm not sure. I used to play it with a Garvin like 8 years ago. I think I played Warlock Warrior back in like 2009 to 2100 plus on some Russian server with some Russian Warlock. Obviously, I mean, it was the Russian server, so it only makes sense the Warlock was Russian. So I believe 2009 was more than 8 years ago. So get wrecked. What make? I answered that already. One question. It's Magister's Terrace open since first TBC patch. I'm a vanilla player with absolute no idea of TBC. No, it's not. Magister Stairs actually opens in the very end of TBC. It's one of the it becomes available in one of the latest patches. Have you ever played as Hunter PvP during TBC? As Hunter PvP during TBC? I think I've tried it once, but I didn't really get to play play any arena, I don't think. Maybe I've played like a few games, but nothing serious. Overall I just find Hunter boring, I guess, or not that fun to play. I think the class design is terrible, honestly. Like the burn shit is stupid, the RNG shit is stupid. I'd way rather them be their Wrath of the Lich King version. Alright boys, you got any other questions? Anything else you want to talk about? Otherwise I'm piecing it. Hey bro, I'm planning to play Warrior in TBC, but I'm turned off by how it sucks in Season 1 and Season 2. Any advice? I don't know who told you Warriors suck in Season 1 and Season 2. They don't. They're actually even considerably stronger than in later seasons because they can actually kill something quickly. Fuck man, I just... Oh man. Made a bit of mess here. I dropped my fucking bag with cashews and it's all over the floor. Luckily there wasn't much of it left in the bag. But yeah, Warriors are good. I don't know. Warriors are pretty good in Season 1 and Season 2. What are the best comps for Warriors in Season 1 then? I think Paladin Warrior is pretty strong. Not Paladin Warrior, you know, basically any Warrior comp is about as strong as ever. So Shaman Warrior, Druid Warrior, Paladin Warrior, Priest Warrior, you know, any healer comp should work. If you play it good, especially. And then in 3s, WLD can be pretty good.
I think WOD overall is like the best comp for warrior in threes. What's best for Shadow Priest? You mean arena comps, or what do you mean best for Shadow Priest? It's best for Shadow Priest, I would say, to stay away from arena. Nah, I'm kidding though. What's best? Fucking Shadow Play and Shadow Play. Those two comps are the shit in threes for Shadow Priest. So like Frost Mage, Shadow Priest, Rest Shaman, and well, I assume you know what Shadow Play is. In case you don't, it's the Affliction Warlock, Shadow Priest, Rest Shaman. And in twos, yeah, Shadow Priest Rogue is probably the best comp, at least until Season 4, where I think Shadow Priest Mage is actually a really strong comp. When mages get their hands on that Soundwall PvE. Why endless top of the ladder field with Warlocks? I don't know, man. I'm not really playing endless to be able to answer that question. Because I would assume it's because there isn't enough good rogue teams to punish, or there's some dodging and sniping goes on. Because I'm pretty sure like Warlock comps get fucked by rogues in twos, especially like in season 1, I mean, and in threes. Yeah, you'd have to play pretty good, I guess, to beat Warlock comps, even in season 1. What is the purpose to play Dwarf Hunter? I've seen a lot of them in PvP. What is the reason of that? Isn't Orc better for MM? No, it's, yeah, as someone pointed out, it's the ratio of Stoneform is really good for Hunter. Because Hunters kinda get fucked by rogues unless they're dwarves. And especially if you consider the fact that like Shadow Priest Rogue and Warlock Rogue are really fucking hard counters to Hunter teams in twos. That helps. But it's not just that, you know, like a Priest Rogue team or a Rogue Druid will just beat the shit out of you if you're not dwarf. Bleeds and poisons aren't really strong in terms of CC. I think it doesn't do anything. IRL. Well, of course bleeds and poisons don't do shit IRL, but in game they're actually pretty fucking potent and useful. It's the slow, it's like the crippling poison and wound poison. Obviously they don't do damage or CC, but like it's mortal strike effect and it's like 70% slow, so the hunter can't get away from the rogue. You know, he's having a hard time getting away from the rogue anyway, because the rogue has chip shot, gouge, fucking kidney, blind, you know, shadow step. There's a bunch of ways for rogue to get back on the hunter, and as soon as the rogue sticks on the hunter can't really do much unless they get some RNG or CC the rogue off of the hunter. But yeah, being dwarf just helps so much. Shadow Priest Mage, what does it counter and what gets countered by it? I guess it beats Warrior Druid, Warrior Shaman. Definitely beats all Warrior comps, yeah. But not just that, Shadow Priest Mage in Season 4 is really fucking strong. I think it counters Priest Rogue, it counters probably every Priest comp except Priest Warlock. It counters a lot of rest of Druid comps, except maybe Warlock Druid, but they can still, that's the thing, like, until Season 4 it's really difficult for a Shadow Priest Mage to beat those Warlock healer teams, or like Rogue Druid, you know, some of the comps. But in Season 4, when mages get that insane Sunwall PV, they just scale so well off of it, and they can actually beat those comps. That's why I say late Season 4. Because before that, they'll just get shit on by like Priest Rogues and Rogue Druids and fucking Warlock Druids and shit like that. I saw you farming a good warrior Lock Druid today. What would you say is the best strat against RMP as WLD? I'm not sure, man. I haven't really played WLD myself that much. I think they were playing it pretty good. So like switching on me and going after me mostly seems to be working. Unless we can peel the warrior off of me perfectly, I might actually flop. Any other target is kind of bad for them, I would say. They can go mage, but the mage still has 2 blocks. Frost bites, novas. I mean first novas. Wait, first nova? I forgot what the fuck, what the shit's called. First nova, right? Yeah. So mages got a lot of shit to aid warriors. Plus the 2 blocks, plus PS, and a free casting priest. Well, not quite free casting, but yeah. Does wound poison stack with hex of weakness? No, it doesn't. Какой там покажет время дебафа союзников на враге? Сейчас напишу. Pretty much only been playing Thorough Rogue 2s since 2016. Sick of it and looking for some other double DPS comp to try. Yeah, I think Shadow Priest Rogue, I mean Shadow Priest Mage is definitely one of the better double DPS comps, if not the best one. Rogue Mage is definitely up there. Warlock Rogue. And yeah, I feel like Rogue Mage and Warlock Rogue are probably the 2 strongest ones. Shadow Priest Rogue is pretty good, but it gets wrecked by RNG too much, I think. And so does Warlock Rogue and Rogue Mage, but I feel like... actually, yeah, Warlock Rogue kinda gets fucked by RNG. Rogue Mage can recover from bad RNG sometimes. They can reset the game. So they have that option, they have food, and they have polymorph and novas and shit like that. So they can recover from bad RNG. Sometimes though, not always. Alright guys, I think I'm just gonna call it here, because there's less and less questions, and yeah, I think I might as well go do something else. It was a nice session. As I said, I wish there were more people queuing, more high-rated teams, more high-rated players, good players, more fun games, but it was fun as it is, I guess. Can't complain. So yeah, I'll probably stream more this week because this is the last week of the season and we want to play a lot of 3s. So yeah, most likely I'll play more and stream more. And so I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. So take care.